and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, Calyx, guided by fate, is going to attempt to take Enchantments to the next level. Green-white Enchantments. It's been lurking around ever since Neon Dynasty was released. But is this the final card that puts it over the top? A green and a white 2/2 legendary enchantment creature, human, druid, mythic. When Calyx or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Nice, Heliod type stuff. When Calyx or an enchanted creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may create a token that's a copy of a non-legendary enchantment you control once a turn. Whoa! So yeah, you can make a copy of your Spirited Companion, or your Weaver of Harmony, or your Jukai Naturalist, or your Ossification as another removal spell. There's a lot of things you can do. And with the power of Audacity from the Brothers War sneaking in here, a card I ran as soon as it came out in my enchantments deck, but you didn't see too much of it. Well, now it belongs in the deck for sure, because when you attack with a creature with Audacity, you're likely to get the Calyx trigger on the same turn that you play Calyx, which is really cool. Tried a lot of different cards for this deck. Tried Wedding Announcement and Restoration of Iganjo. Tried a more value-based one. And tried some Tamiyo Safekeeping. Settled on Skrelv as my protection, and the card that gives you the best chance against Mono Black and Rakdos if you can just get it out there and then proceed to defend your creatures from Go for the Throat. Goes very well, but very kind of one-sided, very swingy matchups. This deck's popularity has skyrocketed on Untapped GG for the last 3 days, so I want to see what the hype is really about. Does this deck really make enchantments playable? Is Calyx really something you should craft as a mythic? Watch the games. I'll let you decide, and I'll give you my take at the end. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Quick shout out to my sponsors, Moxfield and CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks, guys. You're cool. We go first with a curve. Of course, everything's so cheap in this deck, that should be the norm. But yeah, hopefully we don't draw any more lands and a few amplifiers, because my only concern with this hand is, what if we just run out of stuff to do? The Visitor is generous. The Red Mage is ending festivities. Lame. I guess they came prepared. Let's see how they're prepared for the Kami of Transience. They don't have a Kumano Faces Kakazan down, so they might not be able to exile it easily. Oh, here we go. We have to get it in the next 2 turns. This should be very doable, by the way. I need to get this big enough to not just die to a lightning strike and get exiled. Whoa! You're here. I just play you, though? I don't think so. I think we play Spirited Companion and Audacity to make this thing bigger. And then when it has Audacity on it, the Calyx, or no, the Spirited Companion can have the Audacity. Then the Calyx, it hits and I copy the Audacity. But yeah, I'm going on the Companion. I need the Companion to be able to square off against whatever the opponent is going to put the +1/+1 counter on here. And if they kill the Companion before Kumano flips, I draw the card. Okay, well, that Phoenix is in the sky, so that's a problem. 2 ossifications. I guess I want that for next turn. Can't block. Let's go. Target creature. You. Roar! Down to 7. Take action. I want another dog. And wait, counters? This is absurd. How much stuff do I get from this card? So this entered the battlefield. I got a +1/+1 counter. Then I copied the dog, which it made another +1/+1 counter, and it drew me another card. Oh my god. And I got a counter on my Kami because it was an enchantment. Let's go. I mean, they can't block, so... Caca! Flap your wings, birds. Opponent holding up their removal. Here comes ossification. What you gonna do? You gonna bite? You got him. Exiled and everything. Get that out of here. Get wrecked, mono red. Okay, if we're gonna wreck mono red like that, I might enjoy this deck. We go first. Keep. Love it. Love going first here. Love going first all the time. This deck is great. No one drop though. I guess it's just Generous Visitor as the one drop. Can't have it every time. Into the thicket. The Garden. Kami of Transience. Get some stuff down. Get the Michiko's Reigns cooking. See how much of a clock we can put on this opponent. This is not Leyline Binding mana yet. Hit him as hard as we can. All right, Leyline Binding very much online, but they're going with the Stomper. The Stomper, huh? How hard can we hit them? I'm not doing the math. We're just doing it. We're just gonna see what happens. Truth. Dog. Sure. Truth. Dog. Why not? Hit. Down to 1. 1 is the answer. No, but we get it back, right? Yeah, we get it back. Vanquish the Horde. I got hoarded. Okay. I mean, should I be careful? -1 life. No, we're not careful. They sweep the board again. You know what we get? We get the Kami back again. And these two flip next turn. Gotta keep the pressure on. Vanquish the Horde. Nonsense. Herd Migration. That gains life. That does gain life. So they'll go to 4. They'll get a basic. If they have a way to remove one thing, they could in theory be okay. But both of these grow if I have an enchantment. All right, they stomp. The Stomper is online. Big decision on the land. Gotta rope it out. Gotta find the perfect land. Oh, that triggers? That's so good. Yeah, I guess it's entering the battlefield. I thought it was on cast like so many Enchantress effects. Is this card just insane? This card's insane. Good night. Goodbye. You had a big dream, and I just stomped on it with all my little enchanted-y spirit stuff. We go first. Ossification, no basic. It'll be fine. I actually don't have any of the cards I like to have in my opener. I probably should at least consider mulliganing a hand like this, but I am insane. Calyx. All right, let's get the Weaver. We might draw the land, and if we draw the land, maybe we go Spirited double draw. Humans. Catilda. That card scares me. It scares me a lot. But can't ossificate it. Let's get the Naturalist down for a little cost reduction. We haven't actually had this on the battlefield yet today. See what kind of a match we get into here. You. Do we have to be doing this already? All I wanted was a little cost reduction. Yeah, you get your 1 point. Another one. Trades? No trades. No land either. Hard mode. Opponent getting all their lands. And they have extra mana from Catilda. And they drew double Brutal Cathar. Good lord. I only draw double Brutal Cathar in the matchups where it's bad. All right, and they've got a wedding announcement. Okay, that's a draw. That's a draw. Still not good for ossification, though, is it? No, 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 no. But let's see if Calyx can stick to the battlefield and start moving some +1/+1 counters around. I think we keep attacking. Don't think they're going to get rid of this easily. They've played 2 Brutal Cathars. This deck likes to race. It's got access to things like lifelink. Yeah, if the opponent's chumping, that's good. Uh-huh. That's pretty, that's a nice one you got there. Look at him go, look at him go. No attacks though. Whenever Calyx or an enchanted creature you control deal combat damage to a player, you may create a token that's a copy of a non-legendary enchantment you control. Do this only once a turn. Alright, so we're trying to find the basic. Although the Vanguard is also a big pain in the butt right now. Still can't find it. Okay. Get him. What you gonna do? I have trample. They take it. Wonderful. Okay. So, take that action. Do we want another Weaver or do we want another Companion? We drew the land this turn, so we can't play it. So let's make another Weaver. And they get strong. And let's put a counter 3. Assume they put counters on something 4. Let's go a little bigger so that Calyx can get into combat without dying. Can we power our way through this? They just say go. They're trying to transform us to death. Okay. Well, that's exciting. How much can I can really power this up. Let's go for it. It's a big play. You. Eh? You. I'm taking a lot of your board with me. I may not get out of this alive, but a lot of your board is coming with me. So they can put +1/+1 counters on everything. They don't have an Anthem effect other than the Vanguard that's just holding. The Calyx going in, does that matter, right? So they need to absorb 12 damage, which they can definitely do. I think I just have to take the trades because the counterattack could be so brutal. We just go like this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I know. I know. Very nervous. Maybe that was bad because of the brute, but I'm hoping it forces them to use these here. They need to absorb 12, and this isn't enough. So one of these, if they make this block, has to get involved over here. Which takes their counterattack out of the system. That's not enough, right? It's 12. There you go. Roar! Poor Calyx. Hey, it's a land. Okay, did we play a spell this turn? Yes, we did. We played this. If we play another one, these will transform. And then they take our last 2 creatures. So no spell this turn. Feels weird, but is right. But we've got the basic for ossification now. Thicket. Ooh. Man, I wish I still had an Audacity. If I had drawn an Audacity, the place I would be. Alright, 5/5. Gotta get bigger than this brute right here. This sucker. Or we could pay the 3 life and get back our naturalist now. We're going to double spell, which means the other brute's going to transform. Like, we kind of have to double spell here, which is not great. I don't love it. They have enough mana to do the thing. This taps for green. No, they don't. Okay. Well, we could play Weaver. If we're going to play a lot of spells, we should... man. But it's really just 2, right? Okay. I think this is the play. And it's gonna hurt. Because I know they're about to transform. We've got to do it. Down to 5. Ah! Couple of 3/3s in the house. And I can double spell again. Do I trade this Spirited Companion for the last card in their hand? No. All right, hang on. 1 turn. Give me 1 turn. And no more Brutal Cathars. Enough with those. Okay. Whew. We used... the best defense was a great offense. That's the best way to describe how that went. We go first. No 1-drops, just Audacity. It'll be fine. This is fine. We've got Catilda. Haven't played a Catilda in a minute. Lanes. Recruiter? Skrelv. Okay. No targets. Gotcha. Let's do the Kami. Gonna need another white for the Catilda, but have patience. It will be fine. Vanguard. I wonder if Skrelv is good in this deck, to be honest. I've been wondering about that. Ooh. Okay. Think we just try to curve out. Want to trade? Didn't think so. Can we not Brutal Cathar? 1 time. Every time. Every time. It's a protected Cathar this time, so we're not going to get very far. All right. You. We don't have any lifelink now, so this race just has to be all about power. And not drawing land, that's important too. Ooh, they have lifelink, gross. Well, what are they gonna do, make that fly? Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fine. If they're not using it for lifelink, we have a chance. That's really good. That's really good, okay. Let's go. To the moon. To the moon. So that's like 16. Let's put it on the trampler. 12, 8, 20. Dead. You're dead. You're dead. Do you believe in the mystery hand? Let's find out. Got the right land, so we don't have to take lands. That's fun. All right, Calyx, but we still don't have a play for next turn. No good 2-drop. Hey, that's a good one. We'll take that. Woof, woof. The Harvester, sure. So if we play the Calyx here, we have to put the counter on the Calyx, which means we don't attack. Otherwise, the Harvester just kills it. So I think we want to do things differently. Not sure exactly how, though. I think Audacity on the Companion's just a sweet play. And then I'm trying to decide what to do with the rest of it, right? With the rest of the mana. Because part of me says Generous Visitor. Yeah, let's go with Visitor. And then we could play the Weaver. But the problem there is the Calyx next turn. I really want to hit with an enchanted creature and get full benefit right away. So I'm just going to do this and this. Because the opponent doesn't really want to interact with the companion this way. Like, they can block here if they want to, but we draw a card. It's not good for them. And then they don't get to kill the Visitor with the Harvester. Let's see if they go for it. If they leave the companion, though, the Calyx next turn is really good. Okay, they tap out for Fable because they're Rakdos, and that's what Rakdos does. Oh, please attack me. I love it when they try to race me. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. You're gonna get clowned. Hit. Take that action. Give me that puppers. Now let's pump up the Calyx because of cut down, and yeah, good turn, good turn. Let's see if the opponent in their stupid Fable deck do something. They went for the throat. Look at the removal spells. Wow. Alrighty, sure. All right, now what? Weaver and Spirited Companion, maybe? So blood could be holding priority. It doesn't have to be a cut down here, so don't panic. 5 mana. I really want to go double Michiko's next turn. If I play Weaver here, it hits pretty good, but the Kami out hits better, I think. I think they're more likely to take a hit from this if I don't play the Weaver. Just play the Weaver. Go for damage. Just go for damage. I mean, if the Weaver survives the turn, and they did just go double removal spell. If the Weaver survives the turn, it's better with the Michikos. There's no reason to use that blood now if that's what you're thinking. Like, using that with the treasure doesn't make any sense. Okay. Treasure is like doing it on the opponent's turn like that. You don't want to use a non-renewable resource. I think I've said this in the video plenty of times, but people keep doing it. All right, sack a creature. Sack an enchantment. Oh my god, it's Invoke Despair, guys. What will we do? Whatever can we do about such a powerful magic card? So. Starts here. Audacity. Cool. Put that here. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. They're probably going to invoke Despair again. Having Audacity on something is pretty good. But Michiko's Reign of Truth is probably better. I don't want to block with the Reflection. I know that. They'll probably take it. There you go. Now if we can keep the Kami around, or actually if we can keep either creature around, we can trample through, get the win. It's close though. They've got a Shieldred. They have a spot removal spell too. We're in big trouble. They say go. We take the damage. Pump this up. Let's see what they do. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let's see if I can get their reaction here. Yeah. More trample? They're not flinching, so it's probably a go for the throat if they've got something. That would be very lucky for them. Okay. Come and get it. Sure. Wow. Clinging to Sheldred, huh? All right, you go to 2. Here's Catilda. How many more go for the throats you got? I got protection from vampires, mother. Go ahead, invoke despair. I dare you. No, that's fine. You got me. Feels like somebody flailing when they know they're about to die. Not good enough. Get out, Rakdos. Get wrecked, get on the bench. Never speak to me again. We're missing a color, but we are on the play with 1-2. So I'm just gonna draw the planes. That's all. It's that simple. Not gonna drop a 1-2-3 curve on the play. We're just gonna draw it. Or maybe we won't, but whatever. F Rakdos, that's all that really matters. I drew it. I drew it. So the calyx here gets ruined. What do I want to do? If I do this, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's just go wide, because right now they're going to go for the throat something. What do they most want to target? The Weaver or the Visitor. So we're just going to put counters on this Visitor, because they most want to target one of these. Play your Fable, you scum. Okay. Well, we're flooding. That's not good. Play the Calyx. Let's see if that resolves. Ta-da! The talent on these Rakdos players. They're so good at just casting their spells. Then again, look at my talent. I cast my creatures that all pump each other and kill you. Yeah, because so who am I to judge, right? I'll keep a double removal hand on the draw. Anything but the bat. So let's see, mono red, mono blue. Okay. That can't be a very good matchup since our whole deck is sorcery speed. They've been a make disappear, so they must be digging for land. Let's see if they got there. Looks like it. Gotta draw a second white to play these 2 Catildas, the only 2 double white cards in our deck that we happen to draw without a second white. Bring the ending in the same deck as make disappear, huh? I guess we have to hit our land drops. Resolves! Well, the Generous Visitor is really nice to have down. It'll just keep getting bigger as we go. Okay, Fading Hope, whatever. That's just another Generous Visitor trigger, baby. I mean, I'll run it back. You're down to 3 cards. And no threat. So I want to use this to find a white source, but if I use it to find a white source here, I can't cast both of these, so I want to run back last turn instead. And we'll find the white source next turn. Okay, they found their thirst, which is what I would have done last turn if I were them. But maybe they just drew it. And they drew the island to discard. That's nice for them. They either have a March of Swirling Mist or they drew another Fading Hope, because that's what would hold priority there that they wouldn't play. The Jin. Okay, land draw, nice. They don't have a way to make me pay one more. Let's see if we can get their negate on this Commune with Spirits, because maybe they don't think we play things for them to negate. More Weavers? Weavers are cheapers. So next turn we'll have 4 mana after we play the Thicket. Yeah, let's keep the Weaver coming. All right, this will probably get countered, and that's okay. They are lucky I drew a tap land, aren't they? Okay. That's probably game, but we'll see. Maybe they run too many Make Disappears and our Ossification resolves next turn. Ooh, if they don't have the land, they're gonna lose that Jin though. They didn't draw the land. Cringe. All right, let's go to work. That's a huge tempo loss. Start building these up to be big enough to attack through hotties. All right, they have to rebuild. They have to try again. Now they draw the land. Ouch. Okay, that's a lethal-ish threat. We have a Catilda, but I can't rely on it very much. 12. You gotta force them to bounce or counter this. All right. So right now they block one of these. They take 10. That's fine. That's all fine and good. Now, if I play another Spirited Companion, we get another +1/+1 counter. That's not good enough. So we've got to roll like this. It is a lethal threat. Okay, they do have the Fading Hope. That's rude. Keep on top. All right, we draw. We're gonna have to get this. Catilda has to resolve. Man, that Flow of Knowledge really got us. Yep, you're scum and I hate you, but what can you do? They got really lucky we drew the tap land when we drew it, and yeah, just went their way. This on the draw hand might be a little slow, but I really like having Audacity and Calyx together. I think that's the best of the card. I'd like a better 2-drop. This will do. I don't think I've kept a Naturalist on the board all day, so... Yep, Dahlia. Ooh, do we play you? Opponents, this is gonna be a 2/3. Can't block anything because we went second. Let's get the cost reduction down. Also lifelink, so can race this nonsense. No blocks. Good old first strike. And no actions. Sus. Very sus. How to play it? I think we want to get the Calyx down and just go to town. There's a good chance they have Resolute Reinforcements, but I don't have to be super afraid of that. Okay, no Ganja, thank God. Let's go! I'm ready for you! They did nothing. Their turn 3 was actual nothing. I'm so confused. Okay, they held for the adversary. Ooh, are you going to attack me? No, you're not. You got nothing now. Oh my goodness. You have been destroyed. Weaver, yes. To the moon. Oh my god. What you got? What you got? This is what happens. And like, if they don't have the Brutal Cathar, this is what'll happen to you. It's kind of insane what they have to, how it all spirals, you know what I mean? It's pretty insane. Down to 4. 2 Calyx triggers. I think that's how this works. Yep. I want some dogs. Sure. No, more dogs. Come on. Let me have a little draw 3. Let me have this. Oops, no white mana. Better. What do we put back? The rain, I suppose. Visit me. Rafine's Tower. Another land. Not great, but let's go in for the Naturalist. Start sending a message. Okay, Skrelv is here. Companion is here. Cut down? No. Come on. Okay, it's not cut down. What is it? Something holding priority. Not another land. No. No, deck. Do not flood like this. Here's Skrelv. Union. Okay, well, we're gonna get swept, and we didn't draw enough gasoline. God, I'm so disappointed. Well, let's keep trying. This probably doesn't do anything here, so we're just gonna take the +1/+1 counter where we can. All right, they're at 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess 7 and 8 aren't a huge difference, and we can hold off spot removal for a minute, but the sweepers are coming. Okay, double union. Gross. If it's a land, I might explode. Holding back, I don't think will do us any good in this game. We just have to push. Trying to think of what removal they'll use. Maybe Wandering Emperor. 13. God, when you draw 5 lands, it's so bad. The deck just falls apart the second you draw like your 4th and 5th land. Commune me. They really thought about that. All right, Audacity at least can kind of draw cards. You want to counter that? Still gets me a +1/+1 counter at least. Whoa. Okay, dude. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 9, 10, 11. I'm 1 short. Oh my god, I'm 1 short. They even GG'd me because they know they've won. Oh god. So pathetic. I hate this deck so much when I draw too many lands. The rage inside me boils to a point I don't know how to explain. Opponent goes first. Let's keep it. We'll go with some Kami nonsense. Wish we had a 1-drop though. Okay, they get Visor on the play. That's probably GG. We'll see. They did mulligan, right? So maybe they'll run out of cool stuff and not have a perfect curve. If they have no 2-drop, that's awesome. All right. So now what? Let's... Let's start with the Kami of Transience. I think they have an ossification. I think you've got an ossification. So let's draw it out. We don't want the naturalist getting taken because we're short on lands. Okay. Alright, let's hope it's not another ossification, because now we're just missing land drops, and it's getting scary. Yeah, they're flooding on a mulligan. We can weather the tide, we can take over. Uh-huh. Ow. Alright. We draw the land. Oh, that's awesome. Now what? Let's unleash hell. Woof woof. Down to 10, but we're rebuilding. Casual 5 lifelink. 15 all. We're up on cards and board. They've got a seal. Seal's pretty good. What are they going to take? They could take the Weaver, and they do. Respect. But they're in this, like, it's this tough spot where they can't really attack and they can't really defend. Because if our lifelinker is bigger, we're going to win. Yeah, so they're trying to square up here. But if we keep their naturalist growing, there's not much they can do about that. We could take out the visitor, but I think it's this. Just go bigger and bigger. And bigger and bigger. And bigger and bigger. $12 life. Tremendous swing. I don't think they have the resources to put that kind of pressure on us on the backswing. All right, well, companions going off could help. So if they draw a few companions in a row, maybe. Another audacity. But you see the visitor, it's like it not attacking, not blocking. Do this and they draw a card from the audacity, but we get their visitor off the table and we have backup Calyx, so I think this is fine. Don't know how well it's coming through, but if you hear a big noise, those are just fighter jets going over my house, no big deal. Do it all the time. 12, 13, 14, 15, I think. Even. Stevens. Kick him to 0. I'm telling you, man, you draw your 5th land with this deck, you lose the game. That's how this deck works. And we are back for a quick post-game wraps on the enchantment deck. The Calyx Guided by Fate enchantment deck. I can't think of a worse way to spend an afternoon than playing this deck. To me, now this is very much to me. Some of you guys, you love the upside so much. You live for those games where you're on the play and you curve out, but if you don't do that, you just lose. This deck feels like there's no agency of any kind. I feel completely unchallenged as a Magic player. Either I curve out and smash, or I draw 5 lands and I lose, or I play against Rakdos and they draw 5 Doomblades and I lose, and I just feel like I'm not doing anything. I don't feel like I am making any useful decisions. I either have it or I don't. It drives me crazy. This deck is not for me. I don't want to ever play it again. However, if you really want the toilet gaming experience, I think this is a pretty good toilet gaming deck, as long as you really also enjoy putting +1/+1 counters on things, because that is still something you have to click a lot of. So if that's your jam, do it. I'm when I hate a deck, I just like, part of it is when it's bad. When this deck is bad, it's really bad. On the draw is really bad. Against Rakdos and Grixis is pathetic. Like, I feel like a pathetic Magic player in those matchups. It makes me feel so empty inside. But yeah, against mono red and on the play against most things, stomp, smash, destroyed. They're a joke to me. Yeah, sure. You might get off on that. It can be fun. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. You're cool.